Okay, hi all. Now we'll discuss one interesting topic on Java. So that is Java multithreading. What is multithreading? Like as we have written here, the concurrent or parallel execution of multiple predefined portions of a program. Like we can say it will be a thread. We can define it as a thread, a small portion or a particular task will be executed. So the multiple task will be executed simultaneously, so that the time taken by the whole program will be faster, because um, multiple parts will be uh, executed parallelly, so it will take the same task will take less time. So a few things we have to know, like what is the process, what is a thread, and what is concurrency. So let's see one by one. What is a process? So process is like we can define it like it is a independent execution with dedicated memory space. So it will use, each thread will use, it's an independent execution path with the memory space dedicated for the particular thread. So it will also use a dedicated resources. And we can say program is a process like whole program is a process, and it may consist one or more than one threads. Like one process will have multiple threads. So here what will happen, one drawbacks also is there, like when we switch from one thread to another thread, that we say context switching, that will take more memory, so it is little heavier. So we have to take care, like we should not create lot of parallel threads, so that switching between thread 1 to thread 2, thread 2 to thread 3, like that, so it will take a lot more time. So what is a thread? A thread is smaller, lightweight, a piece of execution within a process. So as I say, whole program will be a process, and a smaller lightweight piece, like some portion of the particular process, that will define as a thread, and that will be executed parallelly. Like we'll have three four threads, it will within a process, which will run parallelly, and the total execution time will be less. A process may have multiple threads. All threads uses same memory space and resources interchangeably among themselves, because what happens, like when multiple threads executed, so they will use the same memory space, because as it will look like it is running parallelly, but they will use the memory space interchangeably. Like sometimes slicing will be there, it will take one thread will take a small chunk of time, then it will release it, and the another thread will use that one. So like it will actually the process is so faster, so they will interchange so fast that we will know like it is happening parallelly, but actually that will be interchangeably. The CPU or the processor will assign the time to the various threads. So thread is more efficient, lightweight, and faster, as they use same memory space and resources. So it will be the total time taken by one process will be less, as the multiple tasks will run simultaneously. So that the concurrency, next will be the concurrency. So multiple tasks running simultaneously, we say it is a concurrency. Like concurrently we are running multiple tasks. It uses same processor by time slicing. So what I was saying, like the processor will be same, and it will use the processor by time slicing. So small time frames they will use it. Once the one thread will use the time, then it will automatically release that, and another thread will use the same processor. So multithreading used to achieve concurrency in Java. So concurrent processing will be achieved by multithreading concept. So how to create multi-threaded programs in Java? That there are two ways to create multi-threading here. Like we have one thread class and one runnable interface. So let's see the example how we are creating a thread in Java. So we'll see like by thread how we'll use the library class thread. So here as we say, like this is our class and it extends the thread class. Okay, so we are here, we have taken one string threads, and this class, inside that class, uh, this is the public constructor, and here we are having this, like we are passing one thread name, one string with the thread name to print that one. We'll see like how it is printing and like how it is assigning one thread to another thread. So this is the run method which will actually do the task. What are the task? Here we have taken simply a print statement. So it will actually do the task what we want to do. So inside that try block we are taking a for loop here. So inside that we are printing one, we have one print statement that is printing the threads. So here we have given some time, sleep time to the particular thread, that is 50 milliseconds. Okay, this is the catch statement, we know that. So we'll discuss, this is the class we are having here now, and we'll implement this one. Okay, so this is the that is the thread we have created. We have defined the run method and everything. So here in another class what we'll do, like here in the inside the main method multi-threading, we are creating a uh, instance of that by using the new, and we are passing one string there, that this string, this one will be called here, like we are passing one string here. So that string will be passed to here. So what we are doing, one thread 1 and thread 2, these two thread we have just created. As I say already, there is we should not use lot of threads, uh, as the context switching will be heavier. So here we are creating two threads, uh, thread 1 and thread 2. Okay, so we are calling the thread dot start method and thread 2 dot start method. Okay, so what will happen when we call that start method, it will go here, it will call the start that, and it will run, call the this run method, and will what are the tasks we have defined here, it will execute it. Okay, so by implementing runnable interface, same way, how we have extended the thread class, we have to implement the runnable interface. So if we use a interface here, what will happen, like if you want to the particular class want to extend any other class, it can extend that one. Okay, so we cannot extend two classes. So if we can implement one interface, and we can extend another class. So let's see few points, like the run method, it contains the tasks to be done by the thread. So particular thread, what it wants to do. So those things we have defined inside the run method. So another method is start. We have seen that this thread 1 dot start and thread 2 dot start. So starts the execution by calling the run method. So the start method, when we call that the this one the instance and the object and the start method, so it will internally call the run method and start the execution. And thread dot sleep, so pause the execution of the thread for specified time. So here the star we have given 50 there, you can see here 50, so it will be paused for that particular time. So interrupted exception will happen when through if the thread is interrupted in sleep, waiting or occupied state. If the thread is in sleep state or waiting state or occupied state, so if it will be interrupted, then it will throw the interrupted exception. So there are some enhancements happened in Java 1.8. So we'll see like what are the new enhancements of Java 1.8 on multi-threading. There are a lot of features, nice features added. They have added in 1.8. So let's see only whatever the things they have added for multi-threading. So one is completable feature, so functional and asynchronous way of concurrency. This is one feature we have added in 1.8. We will further discuss on this in details in another video. So chaining asynchronous operations, combining results, handling exceptions, and executing callbacks in a non-blocking manner. So it will help us to do all these things like chaining asynchronous operations by using this completable feature. So combining results, it will combine the results, handling exceptions, and all those things will happen here. So in Stream API, and we know like in Java 1.8 we have they have introduced Stream API. So let's see what is that, like Stream API and the parallel streams. So these are used for parallel processing of data when we have huge amount of data, so improves the performance. As I say, when we have if we have less amount of data, then there is no use of multi-threading. Like the time will be less, so already so there is no use of multi-threading. But when we are going to process huge amount of data, that time we the time concerns. So to reduce the time processing time, we are using this thing. So these are the parallel processing of data, that's we have whatever you have here written. So improve the performance. Obviously if we do the same task parallelly, so it will be reduce the total time taken for that execution. So it will be parallel data processing, and methods are what are the methods used here? The parallel stream and the parallel. These two methods are used. So we'll discuss this details in some other videos. Thank you.